You've come to listen again, haven't you? Good. Sit close, feel the warmth of the fire. Tonight, I will tell you a story, but not just any story, a story about you, though you may not yet realize it. A long time ago, in a quiet village nestled between mountains and rivers, there lived a boy named Aaron. He was not the strongest, not the fastest. He wasn't the one people pointed to and said, "This one will be great." No, he was just Aaron. And that, my friend, is where his trouble began. You see, in his village, people were judged by what they could do. There were warriors, strong men who wielded swords like they were feathers. There were scholars, men who knew numbers and words so well they could predict the stars. And then there were builders, those who shaped stone and wood into great towers. But Aaron, he was none of these things. He tried to fight but was too slow. He tried to read, but the words danced before his eyes. He tried to build, but his hands could not carve wood the way the masters could. And so, the whispers began. Aaron will never amount to much. He is ordinary, just another face in the crowd. Why doesn't he give up and accept his place? Ah, how often does the world do this? How often do they place a name upon you, a limitation, a label, and expect you to wear it like a chain? But let me tell you something about chains. They only hold you if you accept them. One day a great storm swept through the village. The winds howled like wolves. The rain slashed the earth like 1,000 knives. And in the heart of it all, homes crumbled, fields were drowned, and even the mightiest warriors could not stop nature's fury. When the storm passed, what was left was silence and ruin. The people despaired. "How will we rebuild?" they cried. "We have lost too much. It is hopeless." But in the midst of their sorrow, an old mason, whose hands were worn with years of work, knelt down. He picked up a single stone, placed it on the ground and said, "We begin with one stone." The people laughed. One stone? Against all this destruction? But the mason did not listen. He placed another, and another, and another. Aaron watched, and something inside him stirred. He approached the mason and placed his own stone beside the old man's. At first it seemed like nothing, just two stones in a sea of ruin. But then something miraculous happened. A builder joined them, then a scholar, then a warrior. One by one they laid their stones. Days passed, then weeks. And before anyone realized it, the village stood tall once more. And Aaron? He had discovered something most people never learn. Greatness is not always loud. Strength is not always visible. And purpose? Purpose does not need permission. He had no title, no grand skill, but he had the ability to keep moving forward, to place one stone after another, to build not just a village but himself. And so I ask you, what are you waiting for? You see, the world has told you a lie. It has convinced you that you must prove yourself before you can believe in yourself, that you must have a title, recognition, or validation before you are worthy. But tell me, when a tree grows in the forest, does it seek permission to reach for the sky? Does the river ask to carve its own path? No. Then why do you wait for someone to tell you that you are enough, that you are strong, that you are capable? The truth, my dear friend, is that you have always had the power within you. It has never been lost, only hidden beneath doubt, buried under the weight of comparison. But like the mason, like Aaron, all it takes is one step, one decision, one belief. Many will doubt you, some will laugh, and some will say, "It's impossible." Let them. Their words do not build your life. Your actions do. Perhaps you are at a crossroads right now. Perhaps you doubt your worth. Perhaps you wonder if you are capable of anything at all. I tell you this, you are more than what the world sees. You are more than the doubts in your mind. You are more than every voice that has ever told you you can't. So stand up, place your stone, and begin.